Huh?
Can I do it again? Like the way I
Yeah, you're good, man. You're rolling right now, baby.
I'm rolling?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Gentlemen No Class. On today, we're going to talk about several things.
On today, there we go again. You did it again.
Man,
What is on today?
No, we're
my
not.
shoes. My shoes are on today. No, but seriously,
Tuesday night
we have
is
several
grocery
things
night.
we want to talk about today, or tonight, technically. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to the gentleman to my left.
And that's nobody.
Exactly,
We
but
had-
it circles around to Jacob. So Jacob,
So we were going to talk about a little bit of the current events that, not current events, I meant current projects that we are, I guess, have that,
Okay.
And future episodes on, when you should expect these new episodes coming out. What do you expect in the future, period? Like as far as your TV, your technology, your family, in life. Yes. That's going to be on this episode. So stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
Stay
A
tuned.
little bit of America, too. So, yeah.
America. America. Oh.
Way outdated.
Oh, yeah. So we're back, baby. We are back. And in
never
charge.
I never
Oh,
left.
yeah.
No, I mean, like this is like we are back on a routine schedule podcast
technically.
type deal.
Yeah.
Technically my ass.
We want to make it consistent.
Yeah. Like
Consistency
every
back
2
then
weeks.
was like
Yes.
every 2
every
weeks we want to at least push an episode out so that the people listening will have something to look forward to.
Very well said,
you
Raph.
sound very sincere, yeah.
And your host for today's episode is Rafael Vega.
Hey, I can say my own name.
Paul Cheeky.
I'm not a host.
And I'm Jake.
I'm still a fucking guest from like last week's episode.
You are a
pricks.
guest.
Yeah, you're like a permanent guest. Like you'll never be like one of us. But you'll
Yeah,
be,
you sounded
you'll
very
be with
proud
us.
for whatever one of us means.
You used to be a punching bag yesterday, okay? So
Yeah,
be
it's because I
proud.
wasn't on shrooms. Hey, do you have a bottle opener?
I got a lighter here.
use your teeth.
Use teeth, God.
What are we drinking, sir?
Fat tire.
How is that tasting?
Good.
Unlike your
Man, throw some like
subtle answers.
I'm gonna throw some more like
What? I'm not gonna throw some fucking gusto.
Description.
You already know how I feel about it, so why ask?
good. Does it taste fat?
You at least taste a tire in there.
Well, you don't have to pretend to ask me like I don't know or we never discussed it. So
Have we?
I'm kind of. Excuse me. That's what I was going for.
What, a
No.
burp?
So we did miss
Well, just asking
since the
questions
last
again.
episode. There's a lot of stuff that went on. For instance,
Yeah.
the directors for the Han Solo bell to say you fired. They're
Han
gone,
Solo.
and
I gotta be honest. I heard that and I just didn't give a shit.
yeah. Well,
what are you talking about?
No, the directors from the Han Solo film were let go because of creative differences, and they hired Ron Howard out of all directors, which he's a great director, but when he's touching Star Wars films or anything like that, it's going to be kind of
Willowish.
Ron Howard.
It's going to be a good.
Willowish.
It's going to be It's going to be.
Hello. Sorry.
I'm expecting.
I wish they could have got his brother
Walt
to be
Davis?
his director.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike,
Yeah.
my coworker.
Yeah.
Ron. What's called
What's
Howard?
his name?
Ron Jeremy.
No,
Ron
Howard.
Howard's brother.
The splitting image almost, but like even not as attractive looking.
Remember?
Ron and Mark. No, damn it! I always say it all the time. Always because my coworker reminds me of him when he calls me. His brother's pictures on the photo when he calls me.
You're making stuff up.
No,
man.
it's no Ron.
No.
He's like, as a child, he was not that good looking, and he still isn't.
Clint Howard?
Clint Howard. There we
go.
Clint Howard.
Oh,
Yeah.
he'll be a
So
great
familiar.
director.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Great director and a great heartthrob.
Yeah. He should be like the new face of what's it called, Burberry, like
Yeah.
the cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in that thing you do. Like he was a radio DJ. He was interviewing the band at the end.
Oh, was it really? Oh,
yeah,
nice.
It was a small role because Tom Hanks, Ron Howard,
right.
Howard's in the Ron.
He's also in Waterboy. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's like
he was. Yeah.
He was people in the
Vicky
Valancourt.
Vicky.
Oh God, wow. Vicky Valancourt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I know what. I know exactly what movie you're talking about though. The one she was the best at. The Return of Oz.
Oh my God! I didn't talk about that. That is
that's a disturbing movie. Actually,
have you seen it?
I rented it, and back when there was a Blockbuster, but whatever.
Yeah,
I rented that movie, and it was disturbing.
Coming back full circle, I wasn't that. I didn't care when I heard about that. I mean, I am looking forward to that spinoff, but that was kind of funny because they say the way they're approaching it too. Why they got rid of him? Because they said it was adding too much of a comedy element, and it's like he's not really necessarily a Joker, and I could see why they would do that.
Han Solo?
Yeah.
Han Solo movie, yeah.
What's his name still playing Han Solo? Aaron Art, or what's his name? Fuck.
Hey?
What's the guy that's going to play young Han Solo?
I don't know his name.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have a laptop in front of me.
I could have swore he was on that one movie about Howard Hughes.
Come on with the milk.
The rules don't apply.
Oh.
With, Lily Collins.
Oh, that guy? He's playing Solo?
Hot little thing. Huh? Yeah.
He's
going to be playing Han Solo.
All right.
Nice. Well, what the directors were named Chris Miller and Phil Lord. And I heard that they did bring a comedic approach to this that it was kind of, I guess, overbearing maybe. But, if you think about it, because apparently they also did the Lego movie, like the first Lego movie. Not the Batman Lego movie, but the Lego movie. And it's kind of like family.
About children.
For
children. I mean, not about children. For children.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounded disgusting.
If you can think about it, if you look at the Lego movie, and if they're going to take that approach to Han Solo, I can see why they're kind of like, okay, let's just push this out the way, and get somebody that can, bring a little bit of the comedic element and a little bit more serious drama vibe to it. I can appreciate that because Han Solo. He's always the comic
relief.
Yeah, comic relief. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. In all the movies, but I don't think it should be focused 100% on that.
Well, see, I don't know. I just remember reading the review or not review. I'm sorry, the reason as to why it happened. Even though I said I don't give a shit about what happened, but I'm just curious to see what did happen.
Right.
But they always said they just didn't like it. I could have swore it said that he's not necessarily the comic relief at all. And, excuse me. And it was just too much of it regardless.
Right.
And they didn't want to do anything like they done. This isn't the direction we're going to go. Oh. And, but it was still pretty bad. They just shafted him. I think they found out through.
That's business, baby.
Yeah. Who got shafted?
The directors.
God, what we're talking about, man.
Oh, okay.
Weird Al did. He got shafted.
Yes.
All right.
But so that's that, and
I'm still looking forward to the movie.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
Hell yeah, I'll watch it too.
But this isn't really major news, but this is news for me though.
Oh, for you,
exactly.
If you Google, I'm sorry, not Google. Go to YouTube and type in "Behind the Candelabra." The fourth result is a video I did. It's called The Best Scenes of Behind the Candelabra. And it's the fourth result. It used to be like the, the 30th, 50th search result. But now it's garnered, it's almost, almost 70,000 views.
That's impressive, man.
Something
that you didn't put that much effort into.
Yeah,
you put some effort into it.
Yeah. And, I put effort when I put the alcohol in my mouth.
That's a lot of effort.
Also, what's it called?
Mashing the buttons when I was editing.
I think you need to update your resume, and when it says like achievements, like you got to put that on there. Like I did the
fourth place.
Nice.
Search result of Behind the Candelabra.
If we're going for old news, okay, that's what we're shooting for. Did anybody hear?
That's what? That's old?
You said it was like, okay, that's not old news. I'm sorry.
This is breaking news for me.
Breaking news for you. Okay,
this is breaking news for me.
Sorry. It's not big news. So therefore, I'm gonna shift that and go old.
It's not mainstream news.
It's not mainstream. Tim Lambesis, baby, released from prison. And if you guys don't know who Tim Lambesis is, it's a singer from As I Lay Dying who was in jail for actually hiring a hitman to kill his wife, who supposedly wasn't a Christian band, and says that he's not a Christian band or not Christian and this and that, whatever. It was
actually,
just a
that's a big misconception too. They weren't a Christian band. He was just a
Christian. They were not.
No. Telling life through Christians' eyes, or as a Christian. So,
but whatever.
Actually, that's funny you brought him up too, because recently I saw an article that because he owns like everything from As I Lay Dying, Tim Lambesis.
That's smart.
And on Facebook, for the first time in a long time, so somebody posted something on that Facebook account. All it said was activity.
Activity?
Activity. That's it.
Nice.
And there's rumors saying that because everybody else in the band has quit. He's the only one in the band. Right. He's gonna hire other musicians to do it, and
no. He's gonna go big. He's gonna play all instruments by himself.
He's already doing that in Austrian Death Machine, but the studio live, he can pull that shit off.
What he told me that he's gonna do a whole bunch of steroids. He told play every single instrument there is.
It's like
bitch tits.
Yeah, man, bitch titties.
Trying to play guitar like it hurts my bitch tits. My image is gonna be whacked, and because
but see, that's the thing. Like on stage, he's going to be doing steroids and playing them drums and guitar at the same time. He's going full beast mode, as they say.
Well,
oh man, please don't ever see that again.
Beast mode.
Yeah.
What about like Beast from like X-Men? Can he go beast mode?
Yeah.
Or Beast Wars.
Yeah, he does his own makeup.
The child
Beast Wars.
CGI first CGI. Sitcom, or not sitcom,
television. It's like
television
action show.
Yeah, Beast Wars. It's like a rip-off Transformers.
Yeah, exactly.
A bunch of animals that turn into like robots, or like a bunch of robots that turn into animals, vice versa, whatever. It was terrible. Terrible.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Hey, but in other news, I know you guys don't like sports, but I always bring the sports into this, that we acquired Chris Paul to the Rockets. Not that Paul will actually care because he hates sports.
I don't hate sports. I don't watch it. It's not stimulating.
When you don't watch it, you hate it.
Thanks for speaking for me.
I speak for everybody.
Where's he coming from?
Huh?
Chris Paul.
The fucking moon.
Paul. He's coming from LA Clippers, man. And now we have a
Wait, are we trading him?
We got him. We traded for him. We traded Patrick Beverly.
I like this false enthusiasm.
I know, right? I love
interest.
That.
Well, I'm starting to get interested in basketball.
Liar.
It's the only sport that I can like.
Want
to get into because I can play it.
Oh, basketball is fun to play, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I guess,
it's not like I'm going to get into
my sports take. I will not bring it up again. This podcast, I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
So what do we have for the future episodes for our single audience member that's probably listening to this right now? And it's going to be me when I drive to work.
Right.
So, Jake, what do you expect from this podcast? I don't know, man. I would like to think that we're gonna, get a lot more subscribers, but I don't know. It's just gonna be you, Jake. That's listening to.
You told Jake to shut the fuck up.
Hey, Jake, can you just shut up and just listen to Paul and Raph? Because now it's the Paul and Raph show.
Yeah, because last week was all about you. Yeah.
Hey, Raph, if you're listening, shut up.
Yeah, Raph, you fuck off. I agree.
Okay,
now, but what do you expect from these episodes?
Not me. I'm good. I
don't know, man.
Paul doesn't even listen to this episode. That's why he's not announcing himself as the person listening.
Yeah,
because he doesn't listen
to
this.
That's right.
He's a third person.
I'm
right.
gonna do these podcasts, and I have somebody else edit with them.
Actually,
and then
I got
that's it. I'm ready for the next episode.
I actually got like somewhat of a respect for those people who refer to themselves to a third person.
Yes.
I mean, the only reason is because if I were to do it, I'll feel like a moron. Like, hey, Raphael doesn't like this, beer over here, or Raphael doesn't like the way that clock looks, or something like that. Yeah. But when I see people do it, like on Boardwalk, what was that guy's name?
Yeah, Nelson. Oh, no. Yeah, I think it is.
Remy or something like that. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
Remy doesn't like this or something like that. I don't know. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, he's lying.
I think you are lying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, shut up.
He fuckers his asshole when he lies.
Anyhow,
I would know.
go on. I just wanted to say that.
Tell, body language.
Jake does not like
Marcelo
your tone.
taught me that.
There you go. See,
Marcelo told me that.
It sounds like I'm making myself important here when I say that. Jake does not like your tone.
there you go. See, like I can respect you saying that, but if I say it myself, like Raphael doesn't respect your tone.
No one takes you serious when you say that, though.
Exactly. I don't take myself serious.
I don't think anybody takes yourself seriously.
All right, then. No, okay, so what's next on the agenda?
The next. We never completed the second part of this.
What's the second part again?
It's that what do we expect and when should content be released and
every 2 weeks.
You say every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking on Friday mornings.
It's when we release the
Oh.
actual episode. So
be consistent about it
and be consistent on a Friday.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, starting on a Friday. Don't know what Friday. You'll just have to tune in, I guess, right?
Ain't Friday.
Tune in.
But whenever you see an update, GNC and not the store, Gentleman No Class released an episode.
Some vitamins, some fat burners.
Gentleman No Class releases the episode. It's on a Friday. And 2 weeks from that day is when it'll be consistent. So hopefully we'll develop better material than what we're about to provide. I'm just kidding. I like it a lot.
You better take that back,
Jacob again does not like your term. So in the course of this time of actually going from the old style to, like I like to say, this is reformatted style, it seems like we endured on a couple of new projects coexisting with this podcast. Well, we like to dabble in these projects that we are messing with.
Yeah, mum's the word because we want to talk about it.
Yeah, this
is
one here wants to be secret about this thing.
I'll give you, you know
not
what?
necessarily.
I got a project too, guys,
yeah.
and
really,
I'll unleash it as well.
Oh yeah, speaking of projects, did you ever finish that thing?
What thing?
It was in your garage.
Oh, I'm still working on that, baby.
That's a thing, yeah.
That is a project, though.
Yeah,
that is a project, and it is a.
Really is a thing, though, right?
No, I'm building a beer tap system. We're going to hold 3 kegs, and I'll be able to, get into some good beer whenever I want to, just by the pull of a tap. But it's not finished yet, and I will finish that hopefully sometime this summer. But go ahead,
Paul. Very confident.
Yeah.
I'm just working musically. I'm just getting back into recording things on my own here and there, but I have a solo project. I want to do it on my own, and it's a concept, and I want.
Is there a name to this concept, or
it's called
the project? I don't know.
To talk about what I'm gonna do, but really,
it's it's based on a. This is you narrating yourself still, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Go on.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Solo project, just based on a chronological. We're just life of Nikola Tesla, and I just a concept EP or maybe an album. I'm not too sure yet. But just from his birth to his death, there's a lot of interesting things about him, and I have a lot of ideas. And
nice.
Yeah, I want to focus on that, or maybe before I release even that, I just want to do maybe like a single or two of some other things not related to that particularly, like the story or anything like that, but just something, I don't know, separate on its own. Still same style, style, music, or genre. But
very sexy.
Yeah.
What kind of? Do you want to dabble into the style or anything like that?
Yeah. No, it's still like it's gonna be like synth wave.
Synth wave, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know
ultra like new retro wave, like a lot of a lot of them try to go aesthetics or elements of the 80s and stuff like that. I want to have like partial parts of it, but still want to be original as much as I can.
Yeah. That's cool.
You know, definitely on par with soundtrack.
Is there any maybe a time frame that we can sample any of this, or is this undisclosed here?
That's a question mark. I got a lot of work to do.
I don't want to hear no question marks here. I want to hear.
Because
synthwave. I want to hear synthwave.
Well, see, like I'm still trying to learn an instrument. I'm getting kind of good at it now, and I'm boning up on music theory because I just haven't done it in such a long time.
He just stares at the box that he bought the instrument.
It's not a box; it's a little, made a keyboard. But yeah,
like I said, he stares at the box that he bought the instrument from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say work. I shout at it, and it's supposed to fucking work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. So yeah, just a lot of work, but a lot of just drawing a lot of inspiration here and there.
Nice.
And I surprised myself with so many ideas I'm coming up with. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's for that music aspect. And
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, and then the short film I've been fucking working on forever, and change the storyline again the third time. Technically, I'm going back with my original idea.
What's this?
I don't know if I want to even reveal that either. But either way, like it's coming like a lot strong, and like I said, raps. We've been kind of collaborating a little bit, and I want to get you involved in it too. I just want to see what you think about it. And,
that's cool.
It's almost like you could say it's near complete, like story wise, not a script, just a story, just a timeline.
Of course.
What's going on and ideas here and there, but it's getting very close because for the original idea, like I liked it, of course, but it was just gonna be too hard to film and too expensive, and I wasn't satisfied with the ending either. Like I didn't know how I was gonna end it either. You
have an ending by any chance right now or no?
For this new one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was easy. Like, and it, whatever. But I like it. I like it a lot. So
very cool. Very cool.
So yeah, I got that going, and I can't think of anything else. Oh, I got a podcast. Oh no, it's just.
Yeah. Oh, this podcast.
Yeah. The podcast.
Yeah. Nice. Now,
I sound like you're going a little squirrely there for a second. Sorry.
So the synth wave. Would it be safe to say the next episode you'll have a date of when we can sample any of this stuff?
Shit, man.
I like to press people here.
Yeah, I know. Like that's cool. Like have a deadline and whatnot.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I'm just fucking working my ass off on it.
I
don't need you guys to press me. Fuck that.
I'm just curious for the audience. Like I'm talking to myself right now. That's driving in the car. Like, hey,
to call me later on when you listen to this. Remind me.
Like, hey, man, there's a segment in this podcast. I forgot when, but he's pressing you, man. So,
right? You're driving. It's like, hey, man. What's it called? I'm listening to the radio right now, and this guy makes a good point.
What is that guy? What about you, Raph?
Me?
Rafael.
Oh man,
Rafaela.
I are working on our is working on a project.
Okay.
There we go. That sounds better.
Okay, well, what the hell the project is? I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like, yeah.
Well, I'm helping him out with the project thing that he says that he's working on.
Nice.
Not the music thing. It's
the short film.
The short film that he wants to do. I'm helping him out on that. Which also on the side, I'm also gathering ideas for the project that I want to do myself.
Okay.
So yeah.
And any things that we can sample from, or like,
what do you mean?
Can you give us anything about that project, or no? Or just like
that's Paul. We're so like secretive and like
I know, like we're talking. I know,
about yeah. But I'm trying to offer as much insight, or I try to offer as much as I can without giving anything away. I don't want to really.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, you don't give anything away. Then either.
It's not that I don't want to give anything away. It's just
I don't.
It's a project that I've been that's been stirring in my head for a very long time.
Okay.
And if it's gonna be shot, I still need a lot of fucking experience that I need to work with.
Right. But no secrets or anything from this project or anything. Like you don't want to. Well, what's about? Like I mean, or anything like that. You don't want to.
What's it about?
If you don't want to like, spoil it, I mean that's fine. I'm just trying to get at like are we looking at sci-fi? We're looking at comedy. We're looking at action.
It's more of an action.
Okay. Last Action Hero done. Okay.
Yeah, leather pants and fucking TVs.
Yes.
Last Boy Scout, actually.
That's the last Boy Scout. That's right.
They got a TV and nothing in it?
Yeah. Shit.
I'm just curious. I thought maybe, when we talk about projects,
it's more like an action. And it got that whole, think of it as a Quentin Tarantino sort of vibe. Because, hitmen and shit like that.
Nice.
Cowboy Bebop sort of style too. I'm just drawing a lot of what do you call it? Inspiration from shit I know.
So, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Very sexually.
So yeah, I just got to write it all down because I don't know if you ever read that bar scene. Did I ever seen that?
I think I
Respect is fickle.
I read that like years ago. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah,
I read that a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's not going to be part of it.
That's a quote.
It's just, I figured that was a good exercise for me.
Oh, yeah, very cool, very cool.
Yeah,
very nice.
Respect is pickle.
That's sexually, very sexually.
And other than that...
Why are you straining so hard? It's not good, you know that?
What?
Your face, you're straining it. You're adding lines to it.
Shut up. Okay, now where was I?
No, it's just lines are driving me nuts.
Your face drives me nuts, but
That's
I don't
cheap.
remind
That's lazy.
you.
That's lazy. Come on, you can do better than that.
Okay, your fucking ears drive me nuts.
I guess.
Yeah, boo.
I'm trying to give you an out.
All right, awkward silence. Way to go. That's cool, man. I can tell you my project if you guys are interested.
So what's going on in your world?
The podcast. That's all I'm doing, man. That's all I'm doing. Nah, I'm just doing some yard work. That's about it.
Okay,
that is a project.
That's it's a big project, but and then that's pretty much it. I'm writing some lyrics to the songs that Paul and I created years ago, just so we can get a vocalist in to come in and sing to it. I'm also trying to do some melody.
Can I be the vocalist?
Yes, you could be the vocalist.
No.
Why not?
All right.
But yeah.
Let's hear a sample now.
And add to some melodies. No, I don't have a sample as we speak.
I meant Raph.
Oh, I would like to hear a sample too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Orderly. I don't know.
How about I give you some lyrics?
Okay.
And you sing to them as however you see fit with the melody.
Okay.
And you go from there.
All right.
Just sing this.
Okay.
We that hold the body holds the tainted, guilty token.
We that hold the body hold the tainted toilet
paper.
You're fired.
Yes.
Wait, what? Damn it.
Okay. So but that's pretty much what I'm doing, and that's the only project I have going.
I can't get it out of my fucking face. I can't get it out of my eyes.
I forgot. What's it called?
It's in my head.
What? Piercing tape?
Started.
Prick.
Huh?
No, nothing. It's just I see a bunch of lines.
Oh, the lines? Those lines on your face.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Oh, beardy.
I'm trying to help you out.
You're trying to help me out? I got something else you can help me out with. Okay, now.
Stop rag.
Huh? Oh, no. Scratch my feet.
It's too far.
Oh.
My arms don't reach.
What's it called?
That was a short joke, wasn't it?
What's it called? Working out.
You started working out?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
I mean, the food today didn't help, but
yeah, I don't think it would have helped, right?
Yeah, but anyhow,
on my way though.
Yeah,
the point is you're establishing a routine, regardless.
Yeah.
There you go.
Even though you're eating shitty, get the habit going, and then you slowly start working. You know, in other words, you're fucked. You know, just there's those lines again. Shit.
Nice, but very, very sexually, man. You guys have some sexy projects.
No, fuck you. Fuck your smokes. What?
So with these projects, it seems like there's a lot of technology involved, as far as like your scripts that you're writing, the storyline. Excuse me, Paul. I don't mean, for you to chew my head off here, but it seems like you'll have to get what's that one camera? The Red Dragon, I think it's called, like a
red camera.
Or is it a red camera? It's like a red. It's like a $60,000 camera.
Yeah.
Edward Norton, the Red Dragon.
No, that's not exactly what I was talking about. But I was trying to say is, he would have to invest in some equipment to at least get not necessarily to get a decent product, but I would assume that you would have to invest in some equipment just to get it going. You
don't need a red camera.
No,
though.
I know you don't need a red camera. I'm just
you sound like a stripper that told me one time.
What's that?
You sound like a stripper that told me, he's like, I don't work with anybody that doesn't have good equipment. Like, if you got, if you don't have like a good set of equipment, then I won't work with you. It's like, how the fuck do you expect to get anywhere with the, you turn them down because their equipment's not great. You understand?
Why wouldn't
you? I'm gonna go get a red camera right now.
No, you don't need to get a good product. You don't need expensive equipment. That's what she was going for.
I know you don't.
You're taking that stripper's side.
I'm not, man. I'm not.
Sounded like you were. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
But yeah, no. The reason I say that is because with technology, all our projects consist with technology, right? Like me, we're writing the lyrics to the music Paul and I created. How I like to throw in the vocalists and everything. So. Hypothetically, technology is advancing tremendously. What
too much?
Well, I mean, where do you see technology going in the future from this point on?
Technology? I'm actually kind of scared of technology.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just because a lot of the shit involves you having to give up too much information. It's like they want all your information. I don't know if you know, like
what? Give me an example.
Quick example, let's say you're at a grocery store and they say do you have an email address so that we can email you? Blah 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 blah.
What's wrong with that?
Because they want your information, man. They oh man, I don't know, man. I hate that shit.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, that's awesome.
I just gotta embrace it, so you won't fucking do that to me anymore. It won't hurt me.
Do I need to explain? Should I explain? I don't know. So what happened was that I text Paul to check out your Facebook Messenger. And sure enough, when he checked out his Facebook Messenger, there's a picture of an alien from the Alien interview.
You fucker, man. You fucking asshole.
Hey, come on, man. It's not a podcast until I do that.
Yeah. and then bring up my love, Alexandra Daddario, too.
Oh, no, I'm not bringing that
Might as well get that out of the way, huh?
Right,
it's inevitable. Every fucking episode.
Yeah, man,
what?
Huh?
What's old news? What?
She's it's like,
I don't give a shit. Yeah. Because you guys keep using it against me to fucking taunt me. Just like the fucking aliens.
San Andreas, it's hilarious.
That bullshit.
It's like a towel to me now. Like
a towel?
She's like a towel to me. I just throw that in the dryer. Just wash her.
Yeah, good. Let it. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll leave it alone.
It's like a rug. Whenever I come in from a rainy day and just want to wipe my feet on.
Exactly, man.
So technology. What were you saying on technology?
Oh yeah, just too much information is asked nowadays. It's just like, man, can't you just leave me alone? I miss dial-up, like the phone at the house.
You miss dial-up.
I don't mean the internet. I just mean the phone. Like cell phones piss me off sometimes.
But you use them.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, Raph. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's just
either you want to if you like cell phones, you use them. If you don't use them. It's as simple as that.
But still, I mean, we live in a world where you have to have one.
You don't have to have one. We didn't have to have one 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah, exactly. We didn't. But nowadays, if you don't have one, it's like, hey, man, I needed to get a hold of you. I needed my feet washed. It's like,
well, call me on my landline. Fucking send me a telegram or whatever, you know?
Fucking smoke signal. I prefer smoke signals.
Yeah, I mean, no, you don't
but
need
I got
a cell phone.
So
you do not need a cell
hard
phone.
To do it.
That conclusion was messed up. You don't need a cell phone.
My cell phone went out.
Work.
What about work?
You need one for work?
You don't.
There you go.
Why? Why would you need one for
Well,
work? They know you're running late to work? Is that why? I'm running late to work.
Yeah, it's just come to the point to where, like you said initially, it's like, well, you didn't have to at one point, but everything revolves around it now. It's like you almost have to have one now.
Exactly.
It's just the way how it works. It's just the way how we're
functionality
is.
Honestly,
in
when I'm at work, to be honest with you, when I'm at work and when I go home, the only time I ever use the cell phone is when I call Megan when she's on her way to work, and that's just for conversation. And I just text or check Facebook when I'm at work sometimes. And when I come home, I call Megan. I mean, but we can do without those conversations, going to work and coming home from work. No, we could. We could.
If you didn't have a cell phone and Megan needed to get a hold of you.
Well, yeah, we're shit out of luck. We'll see each other when we get home. I need to go make another trip to the grocery store because I didn't pick up the milk on the way home. That's fine. We're not dependent. We cannot be dependent on the technology that we have right now because when that shit is wiped away from us, we're going to be lost. We're going to be those people clawing at each other for dumb stuff.
Well, that's a problem. You're not... It's already well established and ingrained. It's just going to get worse.
It is going to get worse.
Technology is going to get much more convenient. We're going to forget how to do things.
Well, right now, we are our new generation of people that are in school right now don't have any social skills whatsoever. Because when they try to talk to a lady, they don't know how to do it. Because guess what? Everything's on Tinder. I'm going to swipe right. Or left or right. I've never been on Tinder, but I'm going to swipe right, I guess, and I'm interested. And then when we had that meetup, you know what I want, baby. Right? It's not really like, hey, let's go out for a date anymore. It's
the truth is, like, that's not from what I know, originally what Tinder was. It was just a hookup thing. So,
okay, it doesn't matter what it was. Right. I mean, but what is it now? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, originally that's what it was. And but then a lot of people came in.
But that's not what I'm justifying. I'm justifying what technology is.
Right.
What people use technology for. I understand the concept of what something may have been initially, but what people use it for is something totally different. And that's where we're at right now. I don't use my computer all the time to look up information, but I guess I could say I use my computer to look up information. But there's other people that just use their computer for, their leisure pleasure only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's probably not what the computer was set up for initially.
Yeah, but they do have that stuff available for them.
Exactly, and that's just what comes with technology. It's not what its intended purpose is for, but they decide to use it for other I guess ways for enjoyment. I guess you could say. Like for instance, man, I mean, I'm driving down the road and I see the person to the right of me with their nose deep down in their phone. Mm-hmm. I'm like, geez, we're about to your life is
that green light. That green light.
Yeah, exactly. Like
the speed limit is 60.
60's awfully fast. It's like
you're staring at that phone. Mm-hmm.
CDs is not available anymore. Really? I mean, they are. But you got Spotify. You got all these other Apple Music.
I still listen to CD. I still do.
Okay, but when was the last time you listened to CD?
When was a couple days ago.
Okay, when was the last time you listened to Spotify?
Like a second ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. But
I just mentioned the CD thing because
it's all about convenience, though. At this point, though,
the fully down.
What's more convenient? Not, I joke around like it's like, are you at the appropriate age where you cling on to obsolete technology because you're old and don't want to go in with the new? It's scary. Joke around saying about the certain older people. And that's but the truth is, like, most people are going to go with what's more convenient.
Yeah.
At this point, but some people are just
I can tell you right now. Like back in the day, we had address books, right?
You mean address?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you needed someone's telephone number, I got an address book. I'm a catalog it. Your last name, first name, whatever. But we don't need that anymore because we have our cell phones. Today, what do we have that we need to probably log it in? We have password books. I got a password book. I got a password book that I need. For this website, for Voodoo, for whatever, my bank and this and that. I write it down in a so-called type address book, but it's my password book, and it's because I need to log into all these damn websites for something,
Yeah.
And it's like every website's somewhat different. So I kind of made a makeshift type address book / not really an address book, but it's a password book, but it's
ultra
like type address book. Our address books are in our phones, and if we're lost, if we lose our phone, we just go on Facebook. Hey, I lost my phone. Can you send me text me your address? No.
But that seems kind of pointless too, because you can easily back that shit up.
You could.
Like Raph's favorite song, back that ass.
I don't ever back it up on the iCloud or anything like that because everybody has access to it. That's just me being paranoid. I guess.
I think you can easily do it. I don't think it's your iCloud, but on your iTunes you can do that. I don't think that's the same thing.
It may not be the same thing, but I think it's just as easy accessible to.
Yeah,
NSA or not that they will want my stuff.
They're already doing it right now.
Exactly.
I forgot to cover my fucking camera, but yeah.
Yeah, I got another notepad if you want, but a sticky note. But I'm just saying, they're not going to want my content. I'm not any significant importantly to anybody. No one wants me. But I'm just saying.
You never know. There could be some kind of weird fetish out there that's like dedicated to your life.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, it could
be
like
6-7 people.
Someone's Truman Show, but the Jake Show. Yeah, they're just looking at my life.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that's fine
to a certain extent.
That's fine.
I don't care.
You said that now.
I don't care. Life happens, right? Just go with it.
Sitting on the toilet looking at what's it called, an IKEA magazine. You're going to be like, God damn it.
But, that's just where we're at right now in this day and age, and we just kind of have to roll with it, regardless of what it is. If you think about it, and I hate to bring it up, but it's the truth, like the police shootings that's happening all around, and everybody's making an outcry of it. It's terrible. However, this is probably the same news that's happened year after year after year, and just now we're just easily accessible to cameras because it's on our phone, and we're able to record all this stuff. And now the media is grabbing to it because it sells and it makes an outcry around the country. And we have gangs, if you think about it. They're gangs. Simple as that. Oh, I'm on the police gang. No, I'm on the civilian gang. And
kind of like what was the officer who what's it called? Was I don't want to say acquitted. But not guilty. He was not guilty when he shot the I forgot what the black gentleman.
I know what you're talking about. I think it's honestly,
it's just.
I don't like getting into stuff like that.
I'm not trying to get into it. I'm just saying. You're right. We have access to all this.
Exactly.
Stuff.
That could have happened literally 15 years ago. The same exact event, but it didn't make the news media, so therefore people woke up the same way, went to work the same way, came home the same way. Without,
what's it called?
Well, not to mention there's so many. The things that happen, like who dictates what's newsworthy or not.
Exactly.
There's far worse things I've heard and know about. Like, why is it that news? This is fucked up.
Well, you know what's news is whenever they put a webcam in the zoo and they wanted to give birth to wait for the birth of a giraffe. And that everybody went crazy off that, like, oh man, when is whatever her face is.
But not the capital murder case where 3 people got severed, incling a baby. But that's that's whatever. Nobody cares about that.
No, it's true.
I'm not making that shit up either. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say who. But excuse me. But yeah, that was an actual capital murder case.
It's out there. Like I listened to this other podcast, and it's I'm not going to name it really, just for the sake of our podcast. Give me some likes, give me some subscribers, right? But it's a true crime podcast, and there's a lot of these.
Oh, I think I know what it's called. It's called Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Dr. Pepper, right?
Dr. Pepper.
But it's just like it's very interesting, and if we ever get a lot of subscribers and that gentleman wants to reach out to us and like, hey, you can go ahead and name drop us.
That'd be pretty
By all means, baby, I'll name drop you.
So what happened about 12 years from
drop
now?
Your name.
Well, we finally got hit when we go up from 1 subscriber to 3
the 3 subscribers. Once we get 3 subscribers, I will plug your name in, sir. But what I'm trying to say is it's a true crime podcast, very interesting, and every single episode is different. It's about murder. It's about tapping into the lives of a murderer and the events that lead up to it. Very interesting, and there's a lot of murders that I did not even recognize, or it never made the media. But he did his research, and I appreciate that because we are all evil to a certain extent. Oh yeah, to a certain extent.
Oh, capabilities, yeah. Just we're all capable of something.
Yeah. We've done stuff that's not very, I guess, appropriate for the other well-being. Not necessarily to benefit us, but to like get a laugh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're all capable of something cruel.
There we go.
Something.
So with the technology advancing, where do y'all see?
I mean, as much as we're talking shit about certain things about technology, it has helped us tremendously.
Oh, it has.
As much certain negative things, it does help us a lot.
Well, when I go back to what I was saying, it's like the intended use for it. Yes, it's going to help us.
Of course, yeah. But I know you're saying you take it away, whatever. But
I'm not trying to take it away. I'm just trying to
but
use
you were
it for
saying before though, like if we were so we're so used to it, everything how it is, like if we take it away, and we're gonna be like almost like hopeless. How the hell are we supposed to do this and that?
Yeah.
Well, that's the price of technology when it gets that far, and it's replacing what used to take so long or so much work, whatever. It's like an equation. Certain things depending on what you're using.
Right.
And it's just less work.
No, it is less work.
We had to work for a lot of things back then. It's just so much more convenient and easier because thanks to technology.
Well, I'm in I just recently moved out to this area, Rain Katie, and I'm in a Facebook group for the neighborhood, and it seems like this.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I got one too. Yeah,
everybody cries and bitches about every little thing, and it's annoying. I want to go on it and just bash some comments out and stuff like that. But it's like I'm not gonna be that person because I think I'm better than that person. But people are crying about, the fireworks. It's 4th of July, but right now it's only July 1st. Why are they popping fireworks and this and that? And they're crying and bitching about stuff, and it's like, listen, guys. Like, if you can get a kid out in the outside and play with some fireworks, I'm okay with that because they don't ride bikes anymore down the street. They don't play basketball out in the street. They don't play hide and seek anymore anymore. If they're going to do some sort of activity, if it's just light a fuse and watch some fireworks outside, I'm okay with that. Because with technology today, it takes them away from being outside. They're always inside with the video games, on the apps, on the phones, doing whatever they need to do, right?
Well, yes, that's the thing, though. You can't blame them either because they don't know what life is like before.
You cannot blame them, yeah. But I do blame the parents. If I would, like Landon, that's why I want to build a basketball court in the backyard because I want him to play basketball. I want to build a trail for him to ride a bike outside. I want him to be more active outside than rather just be nose deep in a computer and go into being technology dependent. Because sure, it's good for looking up information and there's a lot of tools on it, but I don't think that we should always depend on it so much because we're going to get spoiled, and all it takes is one nuclear bomb or something to wipe us away from technology, and we're going to be like, what the hell? We're going to be calling at each other.
Oh, yeah.
We still need to know the primitive ways of living. We need to understand that there's a way of living outside of technology, and that's important. I think
survival. That's like a good thing to get into.
Yeah, that's why I always make fun of. Everybody says alpha male. It's like there's no such thing.
No,
not in this today. Not in this. Not in the way how things are. Like, oh, really? You're an alpha male. You went out and fucking cut, or you slaughtered that fucking animal. You're feeding your family. You really cut it up yourself and did all that shit. Fuck you.
Is that burger really homemade? From scratch?
no, you're right.
Cow.
Right.
I guess you could say in a sense, if you want to call what an alpha male is now, it's
doing your yard.
It's doing your yard, yeah. It's a different definition.
Right,
that way.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, but
look at the way technology, advanced. I'm able to log into my phone, sign up on an app, and have a yard crew come out and do my yard without even actually having to deal with talking to them or anything like that. I can do the same thing with ordering food. I could do the same thing with watching a movie. It's insane, and I think that it should be limited. And we should only. I I would be okay with only having small doses of it and not just be completely dependent on it. You know, with companies like Amazon, just a touch of a button, you're able to get something in 2 days that you cannot get anywhere, but you're able to get it to your front door, not have to worry about it.
Yeah, not doing something PO box and mail in like in the 90s, waiting 6 fucking weeks.
You know, I don't. If I wanted to, I can get an endless amount of Tide detergent. Of laundry detergent, and it'll be a monthly subscription. Not really a monthly subscription, a weekly subscription.
Yeah, I see that on Amazon.
And I'm on my washer, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of Tide. I press this little button, and links up to my Amazon account, and it sends me Tide in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You could do that with water. You could do that with anything in your pantry for the most part.
Do you have anything on subscription like on Amazon or something?
I don't know. I do not.
Yeah, it's cool. My coworker, Carlos told me about that. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's convenient.
Like once a month, like depending like what you want, like because he has like Sharpies or batteries for work, and
like
once a month, paper. Yeah.
You can have a button right next to the toilet paper, and you see you're running low. You're like on down to your 2 rolls. You'll be able to press that button.
Shit, I'm not gonna make it.
It's like shit. I got shit. I'm not gonna make it. But you know what I mean? Like you're down to 2 rolls, and you press the button, and in 2 days it'll come to your fucking front door. Or you even got Prime Now, which I tried Prime Now, and that is insanely awesome. Even though
ultra clear.
You know, in 2 hours I'll get it, man.
Yeah, that's
I got
crazy.
a guitar stand in 2 hours, man.
Look.
Insane.
Guitar center's like 5 minutes away. Man, fuck it, man. Get somebody doing it in 2 hours tops will be here.
You know, I can watch an episode of Maury and Montel, and they'll be in at the end of Montel Williams.
Fucking dare you deprive me of my fucking
I like to bash the
stand.
technology, but I am dependent on technology. I like to think that I know the primitive ways to live without technology, but I hope my family, like the future generations, are going to be feeling the same way.
My dad's got like because he's always prepared, and just in case, he's got food for a bunch of water and what's it called, beans and rice and stuff that you can go on, for months just in case without electricity and running water, all that stuff, and he's got I forgot, like he's got a lot of survival stuff and just in case end of the world type scenario kind of things.
Right.
Plans he would say he bought books on how to survive. Like Ultra Marcelo and
I still one from you?
Cookbook.
Can I steal one from you, Apollo?
I'm disappointed you guys didn't invite me. Anyhow.
Oh.
Can
what?
I or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're disappointed?
You can get mine,
Who are you
dude.
again?
Who are you? Who are you?
I'm the background people.
No,
Really trailing off here, but he's got like survival books and stuff like that. And I always thought about that too. Like as something was to happen, hit the reset button, and people would go insane because, they just don't know how to, like you say, primitive ways without certain technologies, how to thrive or live without what most of the things we have, and they couldn't. But at the same time, I can't blame them because they're not educated. They don't know that stuff. Most people don't.
Right.
And that would suck. That's why we're so technology dependent. We can't.
Well, if you think about it,
look at now.
Your guys' Facebook. How do you have some friends that are on your Facebook that were probably from elementary or middle school?
Yeah.
That deep down that you would not talk to if Facebook wasn't in the picture. Like honestly, like you would actually try to talk to them. Like, see, how are you doing?
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, exactly. So that in the sense that disconnects us from being, just, I guess, humane. I guess being how you would be without the technology. I know you guys. I would definitely call and talk to you guys without Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. But I have some friends from middle school and high school that I would not. I do care for them. I don't want wish any ill will to anybody, but. I won't give them the time of day to pick up a phone and see how you're doing at all, or hang out with them. But I know your life because you're on my Facebook feed. So that's a different type of assurance. Like, okay, you're a friend. I think I know you because of my Facebook feed, but you're not like a real friend. You know what I mean? But Whatever. Technology, baby.
Going into the deep end a little bit, man. You know,
I can't dance.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I can't.
So as far as
You're
technology,
right on that, though. You're right on
it's
that.
true.
I mean,
But I mean, okay.
Wait,
So
what was
I
the
got
point
a
of that,
shitload
though?
of people on
You're
Facebook.
basically, yeah, as much as
Shitload
we're
of
connected,
people
at the
on
same time, we're not necessarily connected.
Exactly.
we're disconnected
Exactly.
to a certain extent
Yeah.
because
I mean, I got
Yeah.
a whole bunch of people on Facebook that I'm not gonna talk to.
I would not talk to you. Like
I'm
I'm not
not
going to
gonna-
invite all these people on my Facebook feed because
Exactly.
that's going to come to my birthday party.
Yeah.
Like, it's Instagram, for example. I have that, but I don't really care for it.
And you know what's sad? You know what's sad? There's a group of friends that I do have that I grew up with to a certain extent that because of Facebook, I feel like I don't have the need, and they feel the same way toward me, that they don't have the need to call me up and see how I'm doing. But guess what? I'm inviting them for my birthday because we grew up together. That's the kind of situation that technology has put me in. It is what it is, you know? The only people, there's a very small group of people that I literally just pick up the phone and say, hey, what's up? You know, let's talk and this and that. And it's probably nowhere outside of 5, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Besides family. I'm Mexican. I have a huge fucking family. But touching on the technology aspect of it, what do y'all see TV going? Unless y'all have any other input on
TV,
actual
yeah.
technology.
My
itself.
Yeah,
shut up.
I still got TV.
The guy in the audience over here, he needs to shut up.
You just shut up.
We have an audience, by the way.
One person.
Or two.
Or 2. Yeah, 2. I'm not bad.
Marcelo and the wife.
The wife.
She doesn't have a name. The wife is her name.
The wife. That should be a movie, Marcelo and the Wife.
The movie. Brat! The movie.
The movie.
Yeah, I've
Can't dance.
I can't fucking dance. You're right. Goddamn words in my mouth. Yes,
Yes. Certainly
Netflix will become the number one source as far as television, or what we consider
Right.
television, and
Right.
it'll be the number one source as far as like providing. I mean, they're already fucking doing it.
Whoever works for Netflix is freaking
You know,
awesome.
Raf's brother, right here,
Yeah.
kicking ass, taking over Netflix, coming soon.
So your brother,
Netflix
I would like a Netflix coffee mug
and a wife beater for me.
or jacket.
Yeah,
Wake
your
up,
silence is making us
Wake up,
agree.
man.
Jesus, what are you doing?
I know,
Our
man.
minds are returning.
He's
in your
like
face
dreaming right
again.
now. He's dreaming about being in a podcast. In a
tired.
podcast.
Yeah, you sleepwalked yesterday. We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's
We'll
true.
talk about that later. We'll talk about last last night. That's not
tired,
sexual
dude.
either. It's just that you're sick thinking that,
Let's
folks.
talk about last night.
What?
No, I would
Why
like to
does
hear
last night always got to be sexual? It's not.
last
Nobody.
night.
It's. I'm saying it's like you guys are, or you know, coming in and commenting, saying it that. But no, I'm just saying.
so
it 'cause
Netflix.
That's the assumption. Yes, Netflix is taking over. They have been, and I'm predicting that they will become the number. Like I said, number one source as far as when it comes to entertainment.
Do you think Netflix is the reason why Blockbuster and Hollywood Video are out, or is it Redbox?
Yeah, no, it probably could be a
It's not just
combination.
that, It's,
But if Redbox wasn't in the
It's
picture,
not
you
just
think
Netflix,
Netflix
though.
is so strong that they can take out Blockbuster and
Yeah.
Hollywood Video?
Yeah,
but
the streaming
there's
is what
more.
kicked it
The
in.
streaming. You're right.
There's
You're right.
more.
Yes.
It's not just Netflix. So, you know, there's Hulu. There's
Well, they all copycat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but-
and what pisses me off, man.
But I
when
believe
you go to that.
I don't know who exactly came out first though, as far as the streaming. But to my knowledge, I can think it was Netflix. But
Yeah, Netflix. Well, I think was bigger
Netflix
than Hulu
is
during
still-
that time. Yeah.
and it wasn't. And Netflix
nobody
was,
says like, "Oh, I got my Hulu account." I don't know
Netflix
anybody who
didn't
has
even
that.
start
Well,
shit.
no,
I'm not saying that it's
it.
not that popular, but Netflix is.
And that's what pisses
more
me off. It's
popular.
like when you come to a streaming thing, it's like, okay, it's a subscription service. That's great. I don't mind that, right? But if I want to watch a certain like sitcom, like for instance Seinfeld, it's only on Hulu. They have a contract with only on Hulu, and you're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to watch. And that's what pisses me off. And
Yeah, you have to have like 4 or 5 different streaming.
to get all the content you want,
Yeah, exactly.
you
yeah.
may only watch really 5
and then,
episodes. 5
but
shows.
it's funny because then they'll start trading off with each other. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And that's what sucks.
You know,
and that pisses me off. What The Simpsons is not on fucking Netflix.
That's how I get to that.
Yeah, digital media. It's
like
all
Voodoo.
bullshit.
We all have Voodoo here in the podcast, right? And I like to watch The Simpsons. Like I'm getting more into it. Paul's been a childhood fan, and I wasn't really, but it's really hilarious. So I'm trying to buy all the seasons, and it only goes like seasons 1, 2, and 3, and then it jumps up to season like 20. Which does not make any sense. And the reason why, I guess, is another production. I guess Fox has a contract with, and I don't know all the logistics of it, but I know there's a contract that they are not going to be able to release that type of content to Vudu until, I guess, it expires and they renew a contract with Vudu maybe. That's when they're able to release 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever to 20.
Yeah.
And that's irritating.
I looked it up a bit, and a lot of it has to do with FXX acquiring the whole catalog and all that shit. And because I looked up, too, why is it on Netflix, and it's saying that their contract expires, I think, in 2024 for FXX with The Simpsons. So... like as far as it being on Netflix, that's really could be the main big reason why. But to still be available for digital media, you know, they can make money off of it. It makes no fucking sense. The other remaining seasons that are not on there, and for the longest too, like they would release only like a season like every 1 to 2 years on DVD,
right?
Because they want to do commentary to every single fucking episode with the old writers or producers that was involved in the show at the time. But timing to get them all together, like it was kind of near impossible. So it would take forever for them to fucking do it.
Well, see,
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's great, but man, like you're pissing off the fans. Like
exactly.
we want the
and you know, there's money there for the fans to buy. And that's what pisses me off and that goes with the music industry, the film industry, is that it's not about the content that's available that, you know, you're able to produce. It's about the money that's available that's willing to sacrifice the money to create this content out in the open and produce it for the audience. And if money talks, bullshit walks, right? So I have the money. Yeah. I like your content, but you know what? So I'm going to finance your product to get it out to the people. I own that product. No matter what creativity you have behind it, I own it because it's my money backing it up. Yeah. So therefore, I have the rights to whatever it is, and that's what pisses me off. Because The Simpsons, if it was to be released, it'll be... I will be buying it. All of them. You know, everybody will.
But it's still... every time I try to look it up, even a little bit more depth into it, like... I still can't find anything like solid or recent as far as to why they're holding back on a digital media like on iTunes or Vudu or just anything else, just digital platforms as far as buying those other missing seasons online. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like the biggest fucking show ever. They're holding back. It's got to be for that. It has to be. But
well, see, I listened to Kevin Smith's podcast, and he stated that he wanted to create Clerks 3, and the reason why it hasn't been made is because Universal has the rights to Clerks 1 and Clerks 2. So therefore, they're like, you got to send me the script, and if I like the script, then I'll throw the money out there. But then they own the rights to Clerks 1. So Kevin Smith cannot do anything with Clerks 1 and Clerks 2, even though that's his storyline, his script, and everything. Universal backed that money up. Yeah, they own it, and they would never release the rights. They would never release the rights as long as it lives, or Universal lives. To get back to Kevin Smith, and that's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
you shafted, man.
Universal lives. Like, where's this Universal at? Fuck them.
They've been around since like what, 50s, you know, whatever.
I think earlier than that.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, but I do love me some Universal.
Yeah,
I do
like spinning fucking
the spinning planet's great. But we're veering off the technology going to TV streaming.
We're just saying, Netflix, but here's the thing, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. Like I said, I believe Netflix will be, you know, number one source as far as like entertainment,
right?
And you know, there could be other ones still, like maybe like you said, Hulu and Amazon. They still have like some other ones, and you know, fucking cable TV is gonna be extinct. You know, they're fighting. It's hard for them.
Well, I mean,
I
keep agree.
Up.
I
but
agree.
You know, here's the thing, though. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I would really think that Netflix will really reel a lot of people in.
Right.
Is they'll make it free, but with ads. And if you want to remove the ads, then you pay for it.
Yeah. That's what Vudu's doing. That's what Vudu's doing.
Yeah, the free movies. Yeah.
The thing is, though, man, it's like So my wife and I have been debating, like, the cable money that we throw at the cable companies is kind of stupid for the amount of television that we watch. We don't watch a lot of television. I watch only sports, but when I don't watch sports, I watch Vudu. Netflix, I dabble into Netflix a little bit. My wife goes into hardcore into Netflix and Hulu. So I'm thinking, like, why are we spending stupid money to the cable providers when we're really going to just watch Netflix, Hulu, and Vudu? I got to thinking, let's just scrap cable. The amount of money that we're going to spend into the cable subscription, we throw it into TV shows that we want to watch in Vudu and equal up to the cable bill and see how that goes. So therefore, at least we keep the content.
Yeah.
Regardless, right?
Right.
We own the rights to it. But then Sling TV comes out, and it's one of those things that's a streaming cable service to where it's like, okay, they only provide the channels that you really want to watch, like A&E. Like I watch A&E, ESPN 1 and 2, all your local networks, stuff like that. FXX, FX, and stuff like that. They have packages for that. It's like $20 a month. So we're thinking about dabbling with that. Now, I know a guy that works for a cable company. He stated that the cable companies are actually setting up soon to where they're going to actually have the customers create their own packages. That they're going to, for X amount of dollars, I want this channel, this channel, this channel, this channel, and then they're going to bundle it up, and that's how they're going to keep alive if they decide to do that, because you're spending stupid money for
a bunch of channels you don't necessarily
exactly.
watch.
Thank you, sir. Exactly. Yeah. And if you're able to bundle up whatever channels you want, then that could leave the customer here happy.
Damn.
And that's going to keep them surviving.
That's going to kill a lot of other, I don't want to say networks, but other channels that are just randomly there.
Exactly.
Because most people don't, like, these other so-called random little channels that are not there. I never heard of them, and, well, if they go down that route, like, nobody's going to choose these little channels they never heard of. They're going to be fucking lying.
Unless they tag along to, like, Netflix. Maybe Netflix picks them up, or if they
or maybe it might be like an additional, like, thing, like, oh, you get this package, and then we'll have this extra.
We'll throw these extra channels in with it as well.
They'll probably do something like that.
And, I mean, they're going to probably
or they're going to get the idea from us right now.
So, you're welcome. Just remember, credit Jake, Paul, and Raph.
Yeah.
Well, Raph's not talking too much, so leave Raph out.
No, yeah. Especially Netflix. The Netflix thing. I guarantee, I'm saying it right now, like I predicted, or like I told you about everything going digital and streaming years ago, like I said.
Yes.
Easily. I guarantee that's what fucking Netflix is going to do. They're gonna have, it's going to be free, but with ads. But then also, I think they're going to limit still certain shows. Like, if you want to watch Breaking Bad or blah blah blah, that no, you got to become a premium, pay, and then you can watch it.
Well,
so,
I mean,
that just entices them even more to want to watch it.
Like I was telling Megan,
just you only give them so much, leave them wanting more, as they say.
Like we were watching O.J. Simpson versus the World. I forgot what that show was called, but it was.
Is that an FX?
The FX one, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, I don't think it was called O.J. Simpson versus the World, but
damn, what is this? A Bart versus the World, like an NES game?
WCW versus the World PlayStation game.
I want to see Jake versus the World.
Jake versus the World.
Just like in your UPS outfit.
Exactly.
Thanks
for telling me people where I work at.
Oh,
whatever. Shit. It's okay. I'll edit that out.
Yes, please. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that.
But what I'm trying to say is, we're watching it on cable, and it's like, why watch it when we can just wait a couple weeks? I'll buy it on Vudu. Say we cancel cable. I'll buy it on Vudu, and we can just watch it and keep it. If I want to watch it right now, I'll watch it. You know what I mean? And we'll be able to own the rights to it. So we are thinking about dabbling into that venture.
So you say kind of like binge watching it too, or what?
I mean, and that's part of technology that's bad, right? You binge watch something, right?
See, that's what's just killing me on Twin Peaks right now.
I know you're binge watching that. Probably.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
I can't. David Lynch is no. It's only it's episode a week.
Oh, nice.
And he did like things are so dry, which is. I like how he's doing it in the sense where it's like pissing people off, and it kind of makes me laugh at it, but it's pissing me off at the same time. Is when they initially, of course they announced it, and before it came out, he didn't release anything, any new footage, nothing. People didn't know what the hell was going on. Mm-hmm. He released nothing. No new footage. Nice. Well, he released like little teasers here and there, but doesn't really explain anything.
Right.
And then he just lets it complete mystery. And then how like at the end of the show of each excuse me, of each episode. They'll show like a preview of next week's episode.
Right.
Forget it. He doesn't do that either. He's like, fuck you, you wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complete mystery. So it's like, it's not only you can't binge watch it, you have to wait a week at a time, but you do not get a preview at all to next week's episode, which I kind of respect him. I like that. He's like, no, he's like, be patient and wait, and it'll be worth the wait. Nice. And it's great. So just hell
yeah,
good old David Lynch, man. It just
I gotta check that. I gotta check that episode.
Yeah,
that show out.
Yeah, watch season 1 and 2 because you can't just jump into season 3. You're gonna be completely lost. Even though, like, you do know, like I said, I'm familiar with season 1 and 2, and I still haven't seen. I got to see the movie too. I missed that. But that being said, I still know a lot. Season 3 is a bit of a mystery up until you watch. You have to keep watching, and things will unfold and make sense later on. It's dragged out a little bit,
right.
But you learn to appreciate it and understand it and figure things out as it progresses during the later episodes. So,
nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, are you a fan of binge watching at all, or?
I've done it. It's kind of hard not to. Like,
I
if
know,
it's on
and
Netflix,
it really is. It really
that's
is.
what. I end up doing that for Breaking Bad. When season 5, the first half came out, I just got into it. So I'll binge watch like seasons 1 through 4, and then eventually 5. Then the second half, like when it was gonna come out, like I was just fuck, man, I couldn't wait. And like it's like a drug. It is. It's
like a drug.
Just that there's no stimulated too quickly and just back and forth. Just trying to replace it or trying to get get that feeling replenished and deprived of it for fucking 6 or 7 months because you have to wait for the second half sucks.
No, for sure, man.
A lot of similarities to it.
A lot of them. Yeah.
What the fuck are you cracking? What is that?
No, it's the pen that's already broke.
Damn, how'd you do that?
No, it's just a cheap pen.
Oh, it just broke.
It's just broke, yeah. But like I'm with that with like Game of Thrones and like Boardwalk. I was binge watching. You're right. It's hard to not watch, especially with Netflix. They drop them in a minute, man. The whole season.
Well, yeah, because that's the whole point. That's the thing. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's just, oh man,
you gotta wait a whole year for another one. So you gotta make it worth your while.
Well, see, that's what's kind of cool going back to like the way how it used to be with Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
it's 18 episodes and started over like I think it was late May when it premiered.
Yeah,
and here it is July, like, and it's on episode 8. Or episode 9 for next week.
Right.
Yeah, and it kind of I like that because as much as I want to binge watch it, like I'm looking forward to something every Sunday.
That's true.
The next 18, 20 weeks. So technically it's lower than that because they showed parts 1 through 4 like within the first 2 weeks, 2 episodes. What's called per night. But anyway, yeah, it makes you, I have something to look forward to. And I remember talking about this too with, Justin Laverne.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 3, I believe we did. Yeah. And just talking about how it used to be. And you have something to look forward to certain days of the week to watch something instead of just binge watching it and like, oh, what do I do now? Like, what's the next good show I can binge watch? Like, fuck.
Exactly. That's true.
So, I don't know. You kind of just learn to appreciate just being patient and just something to look forward to. That feels good.
Absolutely. I agree, man. I agree. Well,
yeah.
Looks like Netflix for the win.
Yep. I really do think they are gonna take over. It's gonna be like what's that? No, it's not They Live, but damn, it just takes over. I don't know. It's gonna be like the Starbucks of the future. Well, Starbucks is like taking over everything.
Yeah, Starbucks. Yeah,
not necessarily. There's just so many of it, but I don't know. Just everything revolves around Netflix somehow in the future.
That's true. Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Netflix and marry. Netflix and currency. Netflix and fucking everything. Fucking
yeah.
Netflix surgery.
Netflix surgery.
Yeah.
Nice.
Medical care. Netflix medical care. That's the next step.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Nice Ramble.
Damn. I wanted to quickly talk about her sleepwalk. Well, no, I just
sleepwalk.
last night, like it was just such a kind of a blur, and I was like really tired, a little bit of drunk, and him and Raph and Travis, my buddy Travis they were outside hanging out, and I was hanging out there for a bit, and I was just tired. I would end up going to sleep,
Right.
sleeping in Raph's room, and I was kind of passing in and out, and I kept hearing whistling in my head. It was in my head. I didn't hear it. Like nobody was doing it besides inside my head.
Last podcast, you said something about in your head, and I referenced a Cranberry song.
Yeah.
Do I need to do that again? Cause you said it in your head.
You already did it. So
Okay.
fuck it. So I don't know. Maybe it was it felt like a sign because it kept saying like basically to stay up.
Right,
Okay,
right,
for what? Okay, and then I finally did pass out for a little bit, and then in comes Raph, and I can't remember what he said. But I can't remember what I said either because I was so tired. I feel like I was like sleep deprived, like really.
Right.
Must have been like REM sleep or something. I was really, really tired, but he scared me. Like it woke me up, and like I was talking. I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, blah 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 blah." I wasn't making sense, and then he wasn't making sense, and it was just, what the fuck is going on? Like it freaked me out. And then like he left, I was like, "Just go go back to in the bed and just lay down." And I had, for some reason, I had the notion that he was gonna come in with his fucking airsoft gun and start fucking
shooting
and just start fucking unloading on me. Like I don't know why.
Go back to sleep.
I don't know why.
Man.
Go back to sleep.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But then when I find out in the morning, I talked to him about it. He's like, "Oh man, I was Raph's like, I was sleepwalking." Like, what?
Nice.
No wonder nothing made sense.
I went to the store and picked up some hot Cheetos.
Oh, it was funny.
awesome. That's
It was
awesome.
funny.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to throw that quick, hilarious, fucking weird story.
Sleepwalking. Nice. Well,
That's
that's a great story. Richie? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to thank everybody that
Yes,
me that's driving in the car.
On behalf of the human race, I guess. Yeah, we thank you for fucking listening. No.
And on
Get out of here, that bullshit.
on behalf of Gentleman O Class.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, now we're awake.
Now he.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking of
alive.
sleepwalking.
It's alive. Yeah. But thanks again.
Can you do a split, Raph?
We have
Split.
more episodes coming up soon,
Split.
guys. Just bear with us, and
Yes.
we'll be producing more. For now, I am Jake.
I am Paul.
I am Rafael Vega.
And this is Gentleman O Class.
Ta-ta.